It was bad. Although, in my defense, they did take me. So these two cats I was playing with, they play a lot. I asked them, I was like, so how many times do you guys think you play about 18 holes a month? I'm thinking 8, 9, 10. They were like, oh no, last month we got about 22, 23 in. I was like, in 1 month?
How? You go every night?
That's what I told him. I was like, there's only 4 weeks in a month. How did you get 22 to 24 in? But now they said they'll go sometimes and they'll do 36. They'll start it sometimes if they have an entire day off, they'll sometimes go at like 7 a.m. and play till about 6 p.m. 36 holes. Yeah. I'm like, I can't, I get tired, which is showed today. Once I hit hole 11, I'm kind of just like, eh.
Especially depending on the course, like if there's not a lot going on.
It was at University Ridge.
That's a hard course.
Yeah, I was like, you guys taking me to this expert level course. I lost, and you remember, I lose about 5 balls in 18 holes. Not this one. This one I lost about
through with 10.
Bro, I lost like 3 balls every hole.
Remember that time that I hiked my pants up and I walked into the pond? I'm like, I'm gonna get the ball.
Screw that. Nah.
And then it was the wrong ball.
I was like, every time I can play 9, but I'm not really the biggest fan of 18. I'm not.
It's because you have ADHD.
It's too long. I'm like, well, exactly. Once I hit hole 11, I'm kind of just like, it's kind of boring.
Hit the ball, get in the cart. Hit the ball, get in the cart.
9 holes though, I'm like, 9 is good. I was focused the whole 9. But I can't do it
ball
twice.
With a freaking tire iron. You know what that's from? Robin Williams stand up on HBO.
Is that dodgeball? What is that?
Robin Williams stand up on HBO.
I was just reading his son's tweets yesterday. Or the day before. Stand up on HBO. How am I lagging?
We went over this last stream. It's because of your Aldi internet.
Hold on. How? I'm hardwired now. Let me.
You just need to get that fiber optic internet.
Close out some of this bull crap. Oh, dang, I have a lot of stuff open. Jeez. Just need to get that fiber optic internet. Close out some of this. Turn Wi-Fi back on. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 20. Turn Wi-Fi back on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18.
I'm excited I get the boys all weekend. Nobody telling us we can't do anything. Last night was my last game in Madison.
Yeah, all the audio. I never know, why does my mic sound like that? It's always been like that.
Like what?
Just sounds just not really all the way clear. Yeah.
Like there's somewhat of an echo. It's probably how you're positioned in the room. The acoustics. I can't hear you.
Can't hear me?
I can now. I think you switched where your microphone on Discord, because now it sounds like you're coming through like your computer mic.
Samsung G Track Pro still. Yeah, it's still there. Still same thing. All I did was just turn my mic off and turn.
Oh, you were talking like in the top or something, because when you were on the back, that's what it is. You're talking into the back of the microphone. Because when we went to the back of the microphone, we were a lot more clear.
Nice.
The on-off should be at the back.
All right. Okay. Give me a second.
We might have just had a discovery. What's up, people? Good to see ya. Thank you for joining us on this false start Friday. We are, yeah, this should be a kind of our last irregularly scheduled show until I move. Hopefully I can get the internet quick. Probably schedule that installation today, actually. Figure out who. It's gonna be a heck of a move, I tell you what. I am gonna be tired. Luckily I have the whole week off.
All right, how's that sounding? It sounding better?
A lot better. Say something again.
Testing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Hold on, I can't hear you. There it is. I can't. Was I talking in the back of the mic?
You've been talking at the back of the mic for months.
Well, but I had it on. That's the thing, is I had it on this. I'm pretty sure I had it on this setting though, that's where it doesn't matter which side you speak on it on. It catches every side.
You had cardioid?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's not both sides. This is one side.
Is that one? No. Right now it's on Omni.
So Omni's like, you still got to be in front of it. It's like 180 degrees.
Right now it's on
catches.
So I need to go to cardioid, which I don't know why that switched. It probably switched when I packed it up.
Probably.
Because I've always had it on cardioid. It was on Omni right there though. And should I have it on 2-track?
No, you should be on mono.
a lot of those settings switched up on me on the vacation. Switch. Oh my god, that sounds so much better. All right,
run an ad and then we'll start.
I got an ad already.
Yeah, you'll get one when you join. Now, after this ad, you won't. It's one of those things I really wish it kind of delay your stream or something.
What's up?
I wish it would kind of delay the stream a little bit, instead of like right now you and I can have a conversation and it's like they won't see this unless they watch the recording. Like people watching it live, unless they're subscribed and they don't get ads. So
yeah, I got you. No, I hear you.
I'm gonna have to like schedule my internet installation to make sure I get it like right away in Chesapeake.
Dude, I'm freaking. Yeah, we'll talk about some things offline here. Nothing bad, by the way. Okay, let me pull up something that I want to talk about. All right.
So my new job emailed me. They asked what name I wanted on my nameplate for my cubicle.
What'd you say?
I just said put Roger. That'd be fine.
Yeah, right.
And 3, 2, 1. Okay, what do you want to talk about?
Oh, yes. Yes. Football's back, of course. Most definitely got to talk about that. I'm gonna talk about some Badger football as well. So what I got is I got NFL, which not really much about the NFL yet.
I want to talk a little bit about the NFL though, and the media, because I'm starting to get really, really annoyed by these experts. And it's not NFL Live because I think they actually do a really good job, but it's other experts. So, and then the Brewers being hot. I mean, hot. Like raging fire, mega hot.
Hey, is that me freezing up or is that you?
That's you. So, yeah. Are you still frozen?
No.
Nah. Okay.
Nope.
All right. Let's wing it. ADHD special. Let's go. I gotta be gone by 4:30 though. I gotta go get the boys. So.
All right. Let's do this. Yeah, I'm trying to. I'm. That's really annoying me. I don't know why I'm freezing so much. That's really frustrating. But let's do this.
All right. Welcome, sports fans. Thanks for tapping into some Untapped Keg Sports. Marjay Zimmerman here with the legendary fall producer, Monte Ball. How are you, big dog?
Tired, exhausted. Tried golfing 18 holes this morning and didn't shoot too well at all. Didn't shoot well. Lost a lot of balls. Granted, I played on the expert course. I don't really play that much. Just got to get some more practice in, but it's tiring me out. And I'm old and fat. But all is well, man. How are you doing?
Played a doubleheader last night. And I'm
Ooh, how'd that go?
It was okay. It was all right. I've played.
Did you guys win?
1 out of 2.
All right. Nice.
We had a shot at the second one too. So it was it was disappointing on a personal level, but it was a very good team showing. So it was a really good team effort.
Nice. You know our volleyball league, right?
Yep.
We beat the.
How
so do those we I don't get that either. So guys, we've been playing some volleyball, right? And volleyball's been going well. It's just rec league volleyball. Started what, 4 weeks ago?
Yeah.
About a month ago now, and we've been playing pretty poor, but we've really started to pick it up here lately. Ended up facing the second place team. Currently they're second right now in the standings. Last Wednesday. And beat them convincingly. You know, not bragging, not you know, trying to brag or anything like that. But we just didn't know that they were the second place team until when everyone got home, and then we looked at the standings online, and we were like, "Wait, what? They're in second? Okay, we got ourselves a chance here." What else is going on? I mean, we're playing volleyball. You're playing softball. I played one game. What else we're doing? Golf. There's a lot going on right now, but we want to get into some topics, huh?
Yeah, we've been, I don't know. We got big moves coming up. I think people kind of know about that, but so things are getting chaotic.
Mm-hmm.
And speaking of chaos, let's go right into it and talk about these national broadcasters in sports that have moved from interesting takes to who has the hottest take. And it is annoying. It is annoying. People just say random things with these stats that they want to prove their point, which obviously you can do that with stats any way that you want. And it's annoying. It's annoying. So, for instance, they're talking about worst to first teams. Who's going to be a team
worst
that
to
goes
first?
Worst to first, which
I can't believe.
Okay, there are teams every single year that finished last the year before, and they improve to the point that they end up finishing first. Everybody's picking the 49ers like that would be a big surprise. Like, that's obvious. How are you picking the 49ers?
Gotta stay healthy. Exactly. That's not
Their main contributors on defense all got hurt.
Yeah.
Their main contributors on offense all got hurt.
Yep.
Look, that's not a pick. That's not a pick. No. I'm sorry. It's not.
That's a cherry pick. That's what we say. Cherry pick.
You could say, so for worst to first, okay, we have 49ers. That's obvious. Here's my another pick that they have a solid chance of doing something, right? And you never know who it could be. You never know.
Chargers, in my opinion.
Oh, they weren't worse. The Broncos were, and I think the Broncos are set up to possibly make a run.
See, that's why
really hard division though. But they have a solid team. They have a really good
defense.
That if they win these close games, all you have to do is win 4 close games in your division, right?
Kansas City.
Yeah, you catch them on a bad day, you could beat them once. I ain't saying you're going to sweep them.
Ooh, I don't even think that we're going to beat San Diego twice. San Diego's going to be a problem this year.
You could go 4 for 4 in your division games and still finish atop.
No, yeah, with the new system that they got in place now, the extra 2 teams, extra.
Well, but if you beat everybody else in your non-division schedule, right, you have a chance to finish first. Finish atop
those AFC games. I got to check out the schedule again to see who we face in the AFC outside of obviously our division. Because obviously
the Lions. We can go through it. The Lions ain't gonna do it, right? You know. Who else you got?
Lions. We're talking. You're in NFC now, so we're just talking worst.
We're talking both sides. In the NFL, finished last in their division. Who has a chance to win their division this year?
Lions aren't going to do it.
No, obviously not. I mean, the 49ers have the best shot. Period.
That has to be the number one
pick. Hands down. And that's what it is. But the thing that gets me is that people are saying it like people forget about it. Like the 49ers were the best team in the NFC running away the year before, and then their entire starting offense and defense got hurt.
Yeah, outside of Travis Kelce and there's obviously some other good tight ends out there as well, but I'd say George Kittle is the top of the top.
No,
he's healthy.
It's Travis Kelce and George Kittle.
George Kittle, exactly. When he's healthy, George Kittle is just as productive, if not some games more productive than Kelce. Exactly.
He's a better blocker too.
So I mean, they just got to stay healthy. The 40. That's not a pick. That's not I'm gonna really get them with this one. No,
but that goes to my point with the Aaron Rodgers saga, like how people were just saying, and then it starts again with the preseason. Oh, Aaron Rodgers isn't gonna play. Jordan Love is all preseason, so the Packers can see what they got. No. Aaron Rodgers doesn't play the preseason. When's the last time he played a preseason?
Why would he?
Like, come on.
Why? Why would you even risk it? These games do not matter.
And then
Aaron Rodgers doesn't need any game time practice.
Thank goodness for Keyshawn Johnson. No more tape. Thank goodness for Keyshawn Johnson.
He keeps it real.
He coming out. The Packers have to know who their backup quarterback is. Is it going to be Jordan Love, or is it going to be you better go out and get somebody else? Because Jordan Love ain't it.
He keeps it real.
Rodgers' calves, Rodgers' legs. I mean, he's broke his collarbone twice.
Right.
Freak things happen, right? So are you going to have another Brett Hundley, or are you going to have another Aaron Rodgers backing you up, right?
Well, here's the thing. I think showcase Jordan Love's talent a little bit. I think you sit on Love. This is what I would do if I was the Packers. Granted, obviously, you're going to be 2 quarterbacks out for one. but that still might not be a bad idea considering who I believe they could possibly trade for. There's some good quarterbacks that are out there right now. Not too expensive, in my opinion.
They just cut Blake Bortles, who's not going to be signed anywhere.
Oh, no. Bortles is not even. But I think the Packers really should start considering. Obviously, Rodgers is going to be leaving, but Love is not going to cut it. He's not, just like Drew Lock in Denver. It's not going to work.
Wait, hold on. Why are you cutting Love like this? Love hasn't gotten to do. He's never even seen the field.
But I just don't see it. I don't see it, and my gut is telling me
seen him.
I don't see it. All right, name me. Okay,
nothing.
But here's the thing. Okay, how about this? Just to flip this around, name me one quarterback who's came in to play, who you thought that was not going to play well, that actually overshot your expectations by a mile.
Justin Herbert.
Okay, give me somebody else. Justin Herbert only played 1 year.
Well, I know, but I'm just saying, like, I did not think he was going to be a good NFL quarterback. He ended up being Baker Mayfield.
Baker Mayfield played like trash the first 2 years.
Yeah, no, I agree. And I thought,
I'm saying who has come in, who. My question was who you've had expectations for, but they overshot them by a mile. Oh, Baker didn't for the first 2 years.
Okay, who
Jordan Love is what I'm saying is
for, and then they were even better. Yeah,
even better.
Aaron Rodgers himself, the man, the myth, the legend.
Yeah, sitting behind.
He was going to be solid, and he never saw the field first year. Second year, he got to see the field for.
But he was really good at Cal.
A half. Yeah, Jordan Love was really good at. Utah State.
It's Utah State. It's Utah State.
What about Josh Allen?
Come on. Well, Josh Allen is a beast. I'll give you that one. Out of everything you just said, out of all those players, I'm not counting Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers sat behind top 10.
You're right. Aaron Rodgers was supposed to be the number 1 overall pick, and they picked Alex Smith over him. But your record doesn't matter in college, I don't think.
Well, no, not for that. It's just my thing is, Love has not played yet, so we have not watched any tape, but I don't see it. I really, really don't, because Rodgers is struggling with who they're picking to help him out. And Rodgers is arguably one of the greatest quarterbacks ever in that position, statistically speaking.
You know that he won the MVP last year, right?
Yeah. He's won it 3 times. Yeah. 2011.
No, I just mean, you're saying he's struggling with the talent they're putting around him.
No, I'm saying the offense, the system is struggling because you guys never make it past the NFC Championship. You guys cannot finish it out. What I'm saying is he's struggling to win a championship.
To win the Super Bowl.
So how is Jordan Love gonna come in and win a championship if the GM is still doing the same picks, still not taking any input from the quarterback position on who he can bring in to help build that offense? That's all I'm saying is, granted, we have not seen Love play, but again, name me a player who's come in who you were like, I don't know who's they're going to play that well, then they exceed by a mile. Herbert, I'll give you that. Outside of that, I honestly can't name one who has far exceeded what I thought that they would do in the quarterback position. Russell Wilson, I knew that this is how he would play.
Well, yeah, we thought he was going to be good, but we didn't think he was going to be all time.
Right. So
I would say Russell being all time. Somebody who we thought was going to be good and overshot their expectations. I mean, I'm trying to think of Deshaun Watson, right? I would say Deshaun.
That's such a botchy. Like, whenever I think of Deshaun, it's so like
because.
You know what I mean?
We thought he was going to be good, and he's been top 3 quarterbacks in the NFL every single year. Good.
He's had at the time he had the greatest receiver in the last outside of Julio Jones and Michael Thomas. True. I mean, DeAndre Hopkins is the man.
Yeah, but DeAndre Hopkins is having 1,500 yards. He's throwing 3,000 yards to other players too. So
speaking of DeAndre Hopkins, man, this man has had just a rotating doorway at the quarterback position. It seems like not a lot, but more than I'm sure he's comfortable with. and he's still putting up good numbers. Way off topic of quarterback talk.
Andre Johnson would say, "Hey, whoa."
NFL is exciting. It's exciting that we're getting back into the groove of
that we can talk about this. Hopefully,
continuous football. Right.
Hopefully, we can stop talking about what Aaron Rodgers has for breakfast and just be like, let's see what the Packers roster looks like. Because
this is
this is
why,
how's Amari Rodgers going to look at the wide receiver position? Is he the skill player that they've kind of been missing in the slot? Because they have been missing a short yardage dynamic player, right? Like they have that seam stretcher in Marquez Valdez-Scantling, but they don't have that quick double move in the slot, get him the ball, watch him work kind of a guy.
What about Cobb?
Had that. Cobb hasn't been that since 14.
Right. He's back now. So, I mean, but he's older. I get it. Yeah.
He's not what Amari Rodgers could be right now. Like, Amari Rodgers is faster than Cobb ever was. So,
okay.
But quickness, they're similar. Like Cobb was a very, very quick player. He still is.
That's all you need.
Player, so
that's all you need. Wes Welker was not fast.
No,
but he was super quick in that slot position. So I'm interested to see how Amari is going to do. Amari is his name?
Yeah,
Amari Rodgers. I'm interested to see how that's going to happen.
Their defensive side of the ball.
That was a question to you.
I don't know how that's going to I don't know how it's going to look. Their defense was fine last year. So if they improve
really
at all, that's going to be really good. Yeah.
You know who's ranked top 1 right now?
Probably Tampa.
Nope.
Denver? Really?
Numero uno. I told you, man, we have the best DBs ranking wise in the NFL today. And obviously Vaughn, obviously Chubb, obviously Shelby.
I would have never guessed that.
Dude, we got Chubb, we got Shelby Harris,
DBs,
we got Von Miller. Right. I'm just saying I'm starting up front first. And then we go back. We got Jackson back there. We got obviously I'm drawing a blank right now on the second guy's name. That is embarrassing.
Roby's still there?
No. Roby's not there. I lost track of him once he went to Houston. Long story short, we got a good group of guys back there who that name's going to come to me at the end. But they ranked us number 1.
Probably Chris Tillman, because that dude just played forever. Which
we were playing great defensive football last year, but our offense just can't put up points, and I'm not sold on Teddy Bridgewater. I'm not. More power to Teddy.
Here's the thing with Teddy.
I respect Teddy.
He did not have the offensive players in Carolina that he has in Denver. Right. And he still played well enough for them to win.
Well, we just got to fill that quarterback spot. We are literally we are one position away. We got Jerry Jeudy, who's running some phenomenal routes. Hamler. We got Kirkpatrick. Sutton, obviously, too. We got
your number 1.
Tim Patrick, Jeudy. We got the guys out there. Noah Fant, of course, obviously Melvin, that rookie running back we just brought in. We're there. We just need that quarterback position. Quarterback position is obviously an important position, but that AFC West is tough. AFC West is tough.
I mean, who's really tough in the AFC West? Let's be real.
Chiefs.
Like half a team in the Chiefs. You just got to beat Patrick Mahomes.
The Chiefs. That offense is crazy, and you know it. Obviously, still the Raiders, man. I don't understand how they do it, but you still can't go to Oakland. No, you can't go to Vegas and think that you're just going to squeeze out with a victory. I mean, or just walk away with a convincingly victory. No, that team they're always tricky. And then if the Chargers stay healthy, I'm telling you, man, year 2 for Justin Herbert's going to be huge. I've been watching their training camp on Twitter and stuff, and Keenan's looking good, looking healthy. Herbert's looking really good as well. I think they're going to do some things, but I think their defense is still a little weak.
You know who the Chargers need? You know who they need? Andrew Jamil. They could use an Andrew Jamil in that slot. I mean, even, Keenan Allen can come in and play that slot, but if they had an Andrew Jamil, like, tearing up the middle of that field, like, 10, 15 yards downfield, that walk-in first down, You watch his routes, and his routes are crisp. Like
Crisp.
Chargers, give him a call.
Crisp.
Try out
Crisp.
Andrew Jamil,
Crisp.
and you will not be disappointed. So
Jerry Judy. Crisp routes.
yeah, I'm just trying to think of a guy who has really crisp routes.
He's gonna give Adams a run for his money. I'm telling. They're already talking about it. They're already,
years.
They're already saying right now, Judy and they, as in just all reporters for Denver.
That's what I was gonna say. Denver beat reporters.
That Judy is looking like one of the best route runners in the league at this moment.
One of the best, sure.
They said they said one of the. They might have said one of the best. They might have said one of the best. Okay, I'll give you that. Obviously, Adams is number one. That's he even got the ranking as number one receiver in the league this past season. But it's gonna be interesting. So obviously,
this is the
Packers
deepest the league has been with superstar wide receivers since like the mid '90s. Since it was Randy Moss, Chris Carter, Jerry Rice, you Andre Reed, Michael Irvin, like that era. You've always had like, you've always had like, 4 or 5 superstar wide receivers, but it feels like you have like 15 right now.
You do. Well, it's becoming, it just keeps progressing faster and faster.
Yeah.
Towards that, it's a throwing league. But I think we're going to get some really good football this year. I really, really pray and hope that Odell Beckham stays healthy because I really, really think. I don't know. I just want to see I don't know. Obviously, I don't want them to keep winning the Browns. Obviously, that's not good for Denver for obvious reasons, but that Browns offense is fun to watch.
Yeah.
A healthy Browns offense.
I really hope that Beckham can get it going again because it is a lot more fun watching Beckham highlights than it is not having them. So
he he's up there with one of the greatest rookie seasons ever, and I said up there because obviously there are plenty others up there who put up some really good numbers
for sure
in their rookie year. But his rookie season was phenomenal, and I think he really hasn't done much. Not even saying much as if he obviously hasn't put up numbers like he had his first year, and I know that's getting to him. And obviously, injuries are things that freak accidents, unfortunately. Some things you really can't control. And I just really hope that he keeps it together because I think that team, man, watching them last year, what they did then at the end, what they did to the Steelers before they went on to play the Chiefs was exciting. It really was. Knowing that Denver obviously wasn't going to be anywhere in the conversation. So I was secretly rooting for the Browns.
Well, I don't know if it was secret because you were rooting pretty openly on the podcast, but that was a surprise because Baker looked like how Baker had been through like the first 4 weeks, and then it was just like he figured it out.
They were clicking
that team, and it was a lot of fun. So
they got a good run game. That
about
helps
some fun young football players. Let's go to Badgers football.
Yeah.
What you
Badgers? Badgers is going to be an exciting season. I think. I'm just going to get straight after it. I need to see more from Graham Mertz. I really do, and I don't mean that in a disrespectful way, right? And I don't mean it in a disrespectful way, as if he hasn't played the way that we want him to. We know Wisconsin football, Big Ten football. You don't have to be a Trevor Lawrence at the quarterback position.
You don't need to be a Justin Fields, though.
It's true, exactly. Justin Fields is like the right balance for dual threat quarterback. It's like, okay, I can throw it still, and that's not my greatest. I mean, I can still throw it, but get me an open space and make you have to play sound football and follow your assignments is what I'm going to make you do. But long story short, with Graham Mertz, I need to see some more. I do. So I'm going to we'll be watching every single game this year. But I need to see some more because we have Notre Dame this year at Soldier Field, and that's going to be a tough one. That is going to be a tough one. It's going to be tough for many reasons. First off, Soldier Field is grass. Camp Randall's turf. There's a big difference in playing in grass and turf. Grass is better for your knees, ankles, joints, etc. Falling. But it still takes time to get used to when you're playing on it. Things are different. Kicking game is different. But I just need to see that quarterback position. I need to see him. He has to show me something, RJ.
He needs
in
to
the first couple of games.
He needs to stop reacting and start anticipating. I think that's what we need to see more of. We need to see more of the anticipation plays and less of those reaction plays that we saw, where somebody's coming open and he throws it a little bit behind because he's throwing after they're open instead of as they're coming open.
As they're at the top of their break. Yep.
Or like those rollouts when he could hit that tight end who could then get it upfield for 6, 7, 8 yards, and he hits them when that linebacker's almost on him and they only get 3. Like plays like that. I think that's where we want to see some growth and some maturity, because it was there the first 3 weeks, right? Where he trusted what was going on. And, you know, he got COVID. We don't know how much that affected his athletic performance, because Cam Newton, plenty of baseball players.
Actually. And I forgot about that.
They talked about how after COVID, they just never felt 100% the rest of the season. Like they always felt like they were labored breathing, like just their body was off. So how much did that affect him? We'll get back to seeing. Hopefully he can have fun. Like, lay off him on Instagram. He's a kid. He's a kid. Let him have fun. He's playing a sport, and he's a kid. Come on.
Right. That's why I prefaced it as well with, which is what we always do here at Untapped Keg, is because obviously when I was playing, I hated that when fans felt the need to reach out. Obviously, you can be mad if I fumble the football. Yeah, you're a fan. Be mad. That's fine. But when you cross that line of, and you tweet at me, or you DM me, or you write me a letter and send it to me, that's you need to take a step back and really get your emotional intelligence in check. So yeah, prefaced it with no disrespect to Graham Mertz, because again, he's a kid. As long as he's having fun, I'm good. But if he's trying to get to the next level, these are some things that he has to do. He's got to do more. He's got to really take that next step early in the season too. Early. It can't be game 7, can't be game 8. It's got to be early. It really, really does, because I think that if we are capable of really feeling comfortable in that quarterback position, I think that we can really be a good team. I do. Jalen Berger.
That's what I was just going to say.
We'll
Talking
see.
about being comfortable in a position. Last year was the worst running back year of a Wisconsin football team.
Like 20 years.
I will say ever. I will say ever. But I know that there was worse pre-Barry Alvarez. So
yeah.
You think Jalen Berger is going to take that step forward and not like a Braylon Allen, or is it Braylon Allen? I think it's Braylon
You're right.
Allen.
Yep, it's Braylon. Yep.
Or any of the other youngsters. You think it's going to be?
I do think it's going to be Jalen
to lose.
I do, because still last year watching Berger, when you and I were watching, there were some glimpses. There were some flickers of okay, this guy, he's got it. First off, we know he's got the speed. So boom, he's already got that over top of many running backs who came before him, the speed. It just comes with the vision. Now the vision, which comes with maturity, which comes with, obviously now you have that year of tape. Now you can go back as you're practicing in training camp, prior to training camp, when you're training camp, and even during the season. Now you can watch, if you're going to play Minnesota, you played them last year. Watch how you played last year. That's how you speed up. That's how you play faster in games. Obviously, we all understand that. Watching tape makes you play faster. So I'm expecting for Berger, I really, really am, to take that next step. It took me my junior year. So it took me.
I would argue as soon as you got a starting role,
true,
you took off running.
My mid-sophomore year, yeah. So it just comes with that. It comes with tape. I was able to then watch myself live. Well, not live, but on obviously on a recorded tape, of course. Watch myself though in a real game, and like, okay, yeah, I'm taking that cut a little slower than I thought I took it. Just little stuff like that. So hopefully he really just hones in on that.
How much of that
watching
do
film.
coaches help you with? Like, is it
A lot.
70%? Is it 80%? How much of it is he
Right.
needs to take it on himself to
Right.
just do it?
Yeah. I like that question. In the NFL, it's about 50%, right? Because you're
You
with the
should have
elites. You understand
foundation,
it.
right? But
Right.
at
Here's what you need to
college-
watch. But college is about, as we stated earlier, football being the most, the number one sport with the most meetings, the longest meeting times, etc. In college, I would say it's about 85%. Yeah,
Coaches need to help you along with tape and
Yep.
what you're looking at, how to watch it.
exactly. Because everybody who's playing the game of football, meaning you've been playing for a couple years, 5 years, 10 years, everyone knows how to play the game of football, who's playing the game of football. But not everybody knows how to watch tape
And learn
That's very
from it.
and learn from it. It's very, very important how you watch tape. What exactly are you looking at? So when I'm watching tape, or when I was watching tape, I wouldn't look at the linebackers until like day 2 or day 3. I would just key the defensive line. I would just really focus on how is the D line reacting to certain pulls, reacting to certain traps, reacting to certain steps by our offensive linemen, and how are they shedding? How are they scraping? I mean, not shedding, scraping. How are they scraping over? How are they, just how are they moving towards an outside zone play, an inside zone play, a pitch, play action? And you pick a couple linemen out. Usually it's about 2 that, okay, he plays pretty slow on our inside zone. So I can anticipate probably that cutback lane being there a little longer. He's playing a little slow, so that's going to be kind of filled a little longer than I anticipated. So that cutback may be there. Let me check out, okay, who's covering the cutback? What's that lineman doing? But anyways, after that, obviously you go to the linebackers. How are the linebackers filling the gaps? How are they scraping over the top? How are they tackling? Their heads down, eyes closed. Can you make a move on them prior to getting to them? But all the above is what I do. But mainly, as I stated earlier, people really just got to focus on watching tape. Jalen Berger, in my opinion, I think is going to make a huge jump because he now has that full year of tape, full year of criticism, full year of Big Ten football, understanding it. Now there's no excuses, buddy.
It's been a full off season too. Like,
in a full off season.
That's something that we overlooked a lot last year, especially with such a young team. You had a lot of the wide receivers last year who got injured. Part of it was probably because it was a low practice schedule before, in the starting and stopping kind of a thing. So hopefully there's a lot more, you could say a little healthier. Hopefully coaches learn from last year and can help keep the locker room healthier.
That was a big one too.
That was inexcusable. It was very inexcusable with what went through that locker room. And it starts with top dog.
Absolutely.
Starts with Paul Chris.
It does. He screwed up.
I hope he learned.
He screwed up, and that's why I like Chris as well, because he calls himself out. He's a very straightforward person. He's not going to beat around the bush. He's not going to hide from his mistakes. He said, "Yeah, I made a mistake. It's on me." All right, let's move on. So yeah, I like what you stated as well, RJ, about it. Longer downtime for these players to heal, for their bodies to heal, and for them to really tap into the mentals that go along with the game of football. So last year, I think also some of those injuries happened because obviously we all didn't understand what was hitting us, that being COVID, the pandemic. None of us knew what the heck we were dealing with.
Didn't know how to run practices, really? Didn't know how to weightlift? That's all of this.
That's literally what I was about to get into. So more times than not, strength training is all about, obviously you can really hurt yourself when you're strength training. So you need your coaches to be around you, but also strength training helps your body to move in certain ways to where you can really minimize your chances of being injured on the field. Meaning, strengthen your core. So now you understand to activate your core prior to doing this. Activate your core prior to doing this move. So with COVID hitting the weight rooms, hitting us left and right, I'm pretty sure, especially the weight rooms, sweating on each other. it probably didn't have a lot of lifting going on, which helps with, prevents many injuries, which is why I think there were some injuries.
Bring some yoga into that locker room too. Get that stretching.
Pilates. I know you got to get running here soon, so I'll let you go. Let's go ahead and get to that next topic.
Well, I'm enjoying this Badger topic, so I kind of want to stay here. Yeah. What do you expect from this Jim Leonard defense? Because they had some young players last year that played really well. Like the one thing that was not a letdown in any game last year was the defense.
Exactly. We did have some good players leave though. That's my
obviously was a huge thing, right?
Exactly. And Cone left too, right? Or
that's the safety, and I cannot remember his name.
I can't remember either. Yeah. I'm just so heavy offense. I got to now start really paying attention to defense as well. But here's my thing when it comes to defense.
Reggie Pearson Sr., Reggie Pearson Jr.
That might be
that's who it was.
When it comes to defense, it's the fact that they, again, hired Jimmy Leonard for that position, I think is smart because you have somebody who's made it to the top of the top, played 11 years in the NFL, but also has played in the Big Ten. So he understands the meat and potatoes of the Big Ten.
And
football.
He worked himself from the bottom, right?
Yeah.
I mean, he was a walk-on.
Walk-on. So having someone, at that level with that leadership who's played against Big Ten teams, who's played in the NFL, who's played at high level at both areas, both levels, I think I'm not too worried about our defense. I think that if our defense could just focus on that running back at Minnesota, right? I always forget his name. Obviously Ohio State, Notre Dame. I'm trying to think of the teams who really got the players that we got to watch out for, and I think I just named them on our schedule.
I mean, you always have to watch out for Iowa, right? Like that's
you do.
You always have to watch out for them, but
you do.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's gonna be a less frustrating year, but I don't know if it's gonna be a more productive year than last year. I don't know if they'd have made a bowl last year if they weren't bowl eligible from the start. If it was a full season, I don't think they're making bowl. I don't think they're winning those 6 games. I
mean, say exactly what you want to say, man, because that's how I'm going to be. It was disappointing. It's been disappointing Badger football for a while, and disappointment as in we're spoiled fans. So let me just say that. We're used to Big Ten championships. We're used to Rose Bowl or something right beneath the Rose Bowl, whatever, sugar, Outback, orange, whatever. That's what we're familiar with. So it's been very odd that we've gone this long since 2012 without winning our own conference. That's not a good look. That's really not.
I mean,
right now they're hanging their hats on. We're hanging our hats on. We have not gone 2 consecutive seasons without making it to the Big Ten championship. And I'm like, okay, that's fine, but no one remembers second place.
That's where we get into with the Packers discussion, right? The Packers keep getting there, but they can't get over the top.
Right.
Should you be happy with the success that you are getting there?
Nope.
No. No. You should want to break through. Why don't you want to break through? Why is mediocrity okay to you? Why? This isn't life. This is sports. You can be fine with where you are in life. With sports, you want to get to the top.
Right? You have to if you want to be remembered.
If you want to.
That's just what it comes down to.
That is a want. Is, and that's not just at the player level, right? That's a coaching staff level. That's a creativity level. Things are working fine, so we're not going to change it, said Mike McCarthy, and that's why the Packers never got back to another Super Bowl, right? I'm hard on him because he is a disappointment, and you can go to Dallas and see it.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
That's what Packer fans had been saying for a long time. Thank you, Mike McCarthy, for winning a Super Bowl with the Packers. Dang it, Mike McCarthy, for wasting Aaron Rodgers' prime years. And
I don't.
Now we're at that level with the Badgers. We were there with the Bucks, and then the Bucks in 6, baby.
The Bucks did it.
Right?
The Bucks did it.
We're there with the Brewers. Now the Brewers got to bust through and get to that World Series. We have been there with the Packers. We have been there with the Badgers. Like, we cannot just settle for second place. We cannot settle for trying for second place.
No.
We need to settle for we deserve to be in that Big Ten championship and we deserve to win it.
Period. And that's the thing. And there's obviously when we talk about this stuff, there's a fine line between arrogance and being cocky. There's nothing wrong with arrogance when it comes to a sport. But again, there's a fine line. Cockiness is you're going out of your way. Cockiness, let me give you an example.
Here's a quick one for you for an example.
Ocho Cinco has crossed that line, but he's done it in such an elegant way to where people enjoy it. He's very cocky, but he does it in a very appropriate manner at times, not all the time, but I'll just leave it at that. Just to give you an example, Ocho Cinco, excuse me, of someone who's crossed the line into that point of cockiness. Now, arrogance is like a Aaron Rodgers, like a Tom Brady, like I'm not gonna go out of my way because I don't need to speak. My accolades, my years speak for themselves. But I'm not coming in here just to play for fun. I'm coming in here to dominate. I'm coming here to put you in the dirt, and I'm coming here to be remembered. Period. I respect players who play for fun, but that's not why I played. Nah. I played to be remembered. That's just what it is. That's just what it is. When it comes to sports, you can play for fun or you can play to be remembered. A lot of people don't remember folks who play just for fun. Although there's nothing wrong with that.
There is nothing wrong with that. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. And
they aren't mutually exclusive. Right? Let me say that. They're not mutually exclusive.
Here's the difference between arrogance and cockiness, right? Bears fans. What have you ever done as a team?
Oh my God.
You're going to come for the Packers and this Aaron Rodgers saga? Bears fans.
Have you checked your Instagram recently? I sent you a video like 4 days ago.
Oh,
Check
yeah.
it.
I meant to watch it, but
it's making fun of it's Peyton making fun of Bears fans.
Yeah,
it's
that's this SNL sketch, guys.
Oh gosh,
it looks really funny. I gotta watch it.
It's hilarious. I had no idea what I was going to. But go ahead.
You know, you want to go in the same vein? Cubs fans. I mean, Cubs fans, where you at? You've been talking trash for 4 years, and the Brewers just keep beating you. They beat you so bad you had a fire sale.
I can't talk much about.
Who is on your team?
My Cardinals they've been disappointing me. Brewers are looking good. Brewers.
I just hope they're not too hot too early, and I hope that Yelich finds a groove. I hope he's healthy.
He will.
I think he's playing through some pain. But if he finds a groove, watch out.
He will.
He finds a groove, watch out.
Come on, players. If you're a great player, you find your grooves. You figure out a way to find it. Period. Just like Giannis, he figured out a way to dominate the last game. He wanted it to be the last game, and he figured out a way.
Yep.
To dominate. There was not a single error on him with his gameplay. So great players figure it out. Yelich will figure it out. So it's going to be exciting, man. We got Badger football, of course. We got NFL talk. Obviously, me being the Broncos, best defense on paper right now, which on paper means nothing. Obviously.
And I get if it's the best. Rankings. I thought you were saying it was the best cornerbacks, the best defensive backs. But if it's the best total defense, I get like Bradley Chubb, Von Miller Shelby on the other side, and then Shelby in the middle. Like that's the best defensive line in football, right?
Think about that. You got them.
No, if
I'm sorry, go ahead.
I don't know. Maybe the Buccaneers are close, maybe, but I don't even think you can say that.
You're right. Jason Pierre-Paul and
Shaq
and Shaq Barrett. Yep. I mean, that's the thing is when you look at Denver's defense, you got Shelby Harris knocked down many. I think he had the most knockdowns from a D lineman in passes last season. So he's a very long reach. You obviously got Chubb who can perform just as well as Vaughn, and that's a push. Vaughn's obviously getting a little older, but and then you obviously got Vaughn. So you have those defenders to worry about right there in your face. Now, good luck with that pressure in your face, throwing the ball against the best DBs, the best secondary in the league at the current moment. Again, preseason doesn't really matter. Being the best on paper before the season starts, it really doesn't matter. Hence why bringing this full circle, why we have to block out the outside noise. That being the media.
That just need to figure out what they're doing. You know, like I'm sick of listening to it. Like I turn it off is what I do.
Why do they pick Rodgers so much though?
Well, and that's what I appreciate about the NFL Live crew on ESPN, because they actually dig deep and like show their process. And I would honestly say when they have a hot take, like they have tape to show why they have that hot take. And it's like,
See,
I can see that, but that doesn't necessarily mean they're right. Right.
True.
So it's not like Skip Bayless, Colin Cowherd, Adam Schefter. It's not like them recently, right? Shefty, just stop, man. Just stop.
Just stop. Just why would he do?
Take Rodgers' name out your tweets, all right?
He's losing so much credibility. Like, that's the guy I ran to on Twitter to get correct information. If I saw it on Google, I'd be like, all right, let me see what he's talking about on Twitter. If he tweeted about that recently, okay, it's legit. Yeah. Now? No, this dude's turned to freaking the tabloids. Whatever they're called. Whatever those... Yeah. Whatever the Esquires and all that. Esquire. Yeah, that's literally him now. Right. It's bad. But again, this is why they say block out the outside noise. That being the players, ignore it, because we're talking heads now. We're just going to keep talking, but block it out and let the gameplay talk for itself. So we're going to see. It's going to be exciting. I think we have 17 games this season, right? Yeah. I think they add an additional.
This weekend is first weekend of the preseason. So, there are a couple. Mac Jones looked good last night. A couple receivers for the Eagles. Backup running back for the Patriots.
Patriots. He took that bad boy 91.
Yeah. There's some. It's fun to find some players that you can root for. Like Jake Kumro came out of the preseason, right? There's a lot of different players that you can find that you can get behind. And I'm excited to watch these young wide receivers and these young quarterbacks and see kind of who you watching. Like, they got something here. Like, preseason or not, they got something here. I remember Chris Ivory had a run for the Saints where it was like, he's going to be around for a little while, because it doesn't matter if it's a backup or not that he just did that too. That's something that'll play. So, and Chris Ivory may have never been upper echelon, but he was solid for a long time.
Oh my gosh, man. And I'll just leave everybody with this. The last thing I always think about is, man, I probably, as much as I love the running back position, I love linebacker position too. Growing up playing that, it was so much easier.
You just see ball hit ball.
Easier to destroy things and to build things. You know what I mean? Like, think about it. Being a linebacker, you're agile. You're agile. You got strength. You got football IQ, right? Mm-hmm. All you got to do is just react to the ball and just go destroy it. I'm not saying all. I'm not taking any credit away. I mean,
we should have Borland on and talk to him about this.
This is little league and high school I'm talking about. I'm not talking college or pros. That's different.
We should have Borland on and have you two go back and forth about it.
But man, linebacker position, I sacked Blaine Gabbert once in high school. In high school, I sacked him. I always talk about that, but just go destroy stuff. I'd be like a Troy Polamalu out there with safety, of course, but still. I bet they're just destroying stuff.
I came in like a wrecking ball.
You're like, ball, you're supposed to, I'm missing my assignments. I'm supposed to, pursue this way, but I'm trying to go from behind and get a strip. I'd be a terrible defensive player just because I would just try to do everything myself. and give up a huge lane.
Julius Campbell.
I'm like, oh no, I'm gonna bite on this one. I'm gonna bite. If he does that same fake, I'm biting on it.
You're no Gary Brachere. You're all Julius Campbell. Is that what you're saying?
Yep.
Oh yeah. And remember the Titans Anybody Classic? Oh yeah, it still holds up.
It does. It really does. But I was very talkative today, man. So sorry if I was talking over you.
Yeah, we were talking over each other like we usually do, right? So. Appreciate everybody for tuning in. Look us up, Untapped Keg everywhere. Subscribe, leave us a review, let us know how we're doing. Any questions, go ahead and ask, we'll answer. We have some ads before this episode. Indeed. Feel free to take advantage of them. Just know that they're going to be there. They're going to be at the start of most episodes now. And, for those who missed it, we're a part of the Believe Podcast Network now. They've been really good to us. And, catch us on Sunday for our sobriety podcast, and
it's gonna be an exciting fall, man. I mean, now that we can pay student athletes to hop on too, meaning now they don't have to, abide by that red tape. They can. So we're gonna have student athletes on. We'll have again some former athletes on this fall, current athletes on this fall. It's gonna be rocking. We made it through this kind of dead period where it was just like the first quarter of baseball. But you know what I mean?
That was a bad thing.
No, I'm saying making it to the 50% mark, making it to halfway mark in basketball.
Trey Turner's sweet slide.
But now we made it past the dead point. Now we're getting into some, which basketball was exciting, of course, for the Bucks. But now, once this preseason game happens, this weekend, right, or next weekend?
This weekend. This
weekend, we'll have football every single weekend until February.
Yep. And shout out to Corbin Burns, tying a major league record, striking out 10 batters in a row. Shout out to Luis Urias, tying a major league record, 5 extra base hits in one game. Brewers are hot right now. We got some, and let's not forget, baby, Bucks and 6. Giannis and Gandhi equal. And
that'd be sick. Let the Badgers win the Big Ten championship. Packers win the Super Bowl. Bucks.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
I think the toughest in all of that would be the Badgers. Yeah, Badgers trying to get over top of the Ohio State Buckeyes. But anyways, it's going to be exciting.
Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Have a good weekend.